All right, guys. So we got some super raids going on right now for Fireknight. So with CVC coming up, I figure maybe some of you are trying to work on Fireknight or maybe even build a new Fireknight team. With CVC, obviously it's the perfect time to make a new Fireknight team if you wanted to, because you can upgrade gear and get some CVC points along with it. So this team right here is going to be the Non-Seer team. The Lysandra is pretty important. These are both stage 24 teams. Stage 25 is quite a bit easier for most people because Allure is an absolute amazing champion to control the turn meter of the Fireknight when you actually get there. But with my recent, I guess, relook at the drop rates in stage 24 compared to stage 25, I realized that I don't have any reason to be farming stage 25, not for tournament points, not for event points, for literally nothing. So what I wanted to do is come back, build some teams for stage 24 of all the dungeons, soloing all the other dungeons, but Fireknight, you can't solo that. So we're going to build an actual team. And if we're building an actual team, I want to build a pretty fast team. And Fireknight stage 24, the biggest thing that I've seen in my videos, everybody would say, is I don't farm Fireknight stage 24 because I don't have a team that's fast enough. All my teams for Fireknight stage 24 are like 5 minutes plus. And yeah, I understand. If your team is 5 minutes long, yeah, I wouldn't be farming that either. Now, with this team specifically, this is one I just now made, so it's very, very new. But Mithrala and Ruel work very well together because Mithrala is placing the hex, Ruel is placing his hex, so they really make sure the hexes are all being placed. Because if Ruel places his and actually misses some of them, then the run could be a lot slower. Now, if Petrification goes out, the run's going to be slower as well. Obviously, with this team, you can make the gear very different than what I have. You can make Ruel hit way harder. I have him in a decent Savage set right now. Nothing too crazy, though. I haven't went through and stripped any of my other champions. So, yeah, the gear on him isn't crazy. You could definitely make him one-shot both of those waves, boost his speed up. I think he's like 146 speed right now. This is not my main team, though. This team is just something I threw together just before doing this video. I wanted to show how good Fireknight is. So, may not be a huge Fireknight showcase because he's over here in the corner hiding from everybody. But Fireknight is so good. He's doing decreased defense and decreased attack, AoE on the waves. Decreased attack, not huge, but it does help if the enemies actually do attack me. The decreased defense is massive, but even more than that, he has a double hitter on that A1 ability, and he's going to be in both the teams, okay? This is a non-seer team. I'm going to show you guys the seer team after this, but he has a double hitter on the A1 that also places decreased speed. Decreased speed is so huge. I tried doing some teams like this with Ghostborn, and it was pretty demanding, I felt. I had to mix up the champions, wasn't having as much success, but with Fireknight, it's like a whole different world. Like, he is absolutely amazing for Fireknight. All of the levels, all the stages, honestly. Fireknight is one of my favorite epics. When he was in the Battle Pass not too long ago, well, long time ago, actually, not too long ago. We haven't had a Battle Pass in, what, 2 years, almost 3 years. It's been crazy. Now, obviously, we just paused, so the run's going to be a little bit long. This run is not super, super fast. It's under 3 minutes. It's like, earlier I did a 2 minute and 15 second one. This one's going to be probably 2:40, somewhere around there. But it's decent speed. But Fireknight, such an amazing epic champion. So, so good. So 2 minutes and 36 seconds. We will save that just in case we get a triple roll. I don't know. Let's go to the next team, okay? So that's team number one. I'll show you guys the presets. Actually, let me show you the build on both these teams. This team first, and then we'll show you the seer team at the top. So the presets here, we have opening with the A3 and then don't use it. I really want her to prioritize the A3 in this wave as well. It doesn't really matter if she opens with it or just uses it whenever, as long as she's using it. And then round 3, she does just whatever she wants because everything's valuable. Maybe open with the A1 for that hit on the Fireknight shield, but so far, this is working well. Mithrala is, as you guys see, I'll just click through rounds 1, 2, and 3. And Fireknight, rounds 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to explain why everyone's the way it is because you guys can just throw it in there, figure it out, and adjust as needed. I don't want this video to be a 20-minute long video. I say that, and it'll probably end up being a 20-minute long video. So if you guys are enjoying it, make sure to drop a like down below. Very much appreciate it. You guys can see all the stats of these champions on the side. We'll go ahead and leave because we don't need anything saved there. Let me show you the stats in here. Now, obviously, the Lysandra, the Fireknight, the Coldheart, they're all going to be using the other team. So the builds are the exact same. Mithrala, this is our gear. She's in Stone Skin, strictly an arena build, 273, but it works perfectly here as well. Make sure the champion's accuracy is good. As far as the masteries go, this is what they look like. I won't open them up. You guys don't need to see that part because it's clear right here, right? So Ruel is in a offense and Savage set. Definitely not a crazy gear. I could push it a little bit higher. Very, very slow speed, 142 speed. Very good attack, I'd say. Crit damage, pretty low. And then crit rate doesn't have to be that high. You could even throw him in the lead with this aura, 20% extra, plus the 15% for being strong affinity anyways. So you could be running him with what, 85, 75, 65% crit rate and be perfectly fine. But I have Lysandra in the lead, so you want to make sure Ruel has at least 85% crit rate. There is Masteries, Helm Smasher for a little extra damage. Lysandra right here, she's just fast and good accuracy. Now, Ruel, you do want to make sure he has some accuracy. You do want him to apply those debuffs for the waves. On the Fireknight, doesn't really matter because we have Mithrala placing the debuffs there. As far as Lysandra goes, just fast and good accuracy. The speed's not anything specific. The Blood Shield accessories is nice for the Seer team. Nothing really much past that. Here are her masteries. Then we have Fireknight. Fireknight is in a shield set. That's for the Seer team specifically, but it works fine for this team as well. Good speed, good accuracy, so on and so forth. We're all good to go there. Skills, all these champions are fully booked. These are his masteries. Nothing super specific here that you need to know. Just this is my build. You guys can definitely mix that up if you so choose. Now, Coldheart, make her do a lot of damage. Make her hit hard, 215 speed. She is speed tuned pretty specific with the Seer for the next one. She's actually, I think, got speed tuned to where she's doing the Heartseeker as soon as the shield comes down. And then here's her skills. We already know what her skills are. And they're her masteries. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the Seer team. This is the one I really want to show you guys. So this is my team now. So this team I literally just ran like 40 times earlier. I ran it quite a few times a few days ago, and it seems to be 100% so far. Haven't seen a single fail, and it's much quicker. Now you'll notice that Seer is actually using her A2 ability first because I don't have enough buffs to actually bring in this team so she can one-shot everybody. She's also not strong enough, where the build she's at right now, to do the one-shot to everybody. So what I have her doing is using that A2. Lysandra is reducing all their turn meter. So even my Seer being fairly slower speed, that's perfectly fine because she's going to come back around for the Karma Burn. It's going to be no problem whatsoever. But I had to be very careful with that because at first it's like, okay, I need to put some more shield sets, some more immunity sets, some more blood shield accessories, which CVC has not been giving any blood shield accessories, which is ridiculous, to be honest. So many reaction, but we have no blood shield. Blood shield gives us an extra buff for Seer. So since I can't do that, I've had to make Seer use her A2, but it works perfect with Lysandra in the lead or with Lysandra in the team because she can just reduce the turn meter, keeps my Seer in tune, and we're all good to go. You'll notice there that I've made sure the champion's turn orders are in the correct rotation so that Coldheart uses her A1, knocks the shield down a decent amount, and then when she comes back around, she's fast enough to go right before the Seer, I do believe, or maybe right after, I forget which one. But basically, when the Coldheart hits the Fireknight the second time, it's going to be Heartseeker every time, and ideally given the turn meter decrease. So you want to make sure that your team is doing the turn meter decreases as soon as possible. Coldheart's AI is smart now, so it will go ahead and use the A1 into the shield. I have her A2 turned off just in case her cycle of magic or anything like that procs so that she can actually reset the cooldown of that A3 versus possibly the A2. So I have the A2 turned off. I'll show you guys all the presets here as well. But this team, earlier I tested it, and it was averaging 1 minute and 40 seconds, 1 minute and 38 seconds, I think it was. So I opened up RSL Helper, but I've had some other teams running just now, so it's not going to be very accurate. But about 1 minute 38. This one's obviously going a little bit longer. Not too bad. 2 minutes. It's obviously not as fast as a stage 25, right? So stage 25, you can do minute 15, minute 30. But I mean, we're looking at 45 seconds to a minute difference. Maybe that's too much for you. Maybe that's perfectly fine. But with super raids going on, may not make much of a difference. And Fireknight stage 24, in my opinion, is much more worth my time because of the amount of gear, the lower price and energy. It's where I'm going to be farming. So this team setup, let's go ahead and check it out. We have Lysandra opening, boom, round 1, round 2, and round 3. And then Renegade is round 1, round 2, and round 3. Seer is round 1, round 2, round 3. She's 205 speed, which is pretty important as far as like the turn order. The speeds are less important. The turn order is what's important. So making sure these champions fall in the right turn order, that's really what you want to watch out for. So round 1, round 2, and round 3, we have open with that, the A1, so that double hit on the Fireknight shield. Very, very nice. Let me go ahead and back out. So you already seen Fireknight, we already seen Coldheart. We just need to see Seer. So Seer, you see her? All right, so she has decent stats, I'd say, overall. Crit damage and savage gear, so nothing too bad. We do have blood shield on her in case she does get a turn. She can actually strip her buff and get an extra buff for some more damage. We have flawless execution, just some more crit damage. Don't want the RNG from Helm Smasher. And then you guys need to see Renegade, which she's just in a speed set. She's kind of naked, to be honest. She might need some more gear put on her. Honestly, I actually took a piece of gear off of her earlier, so I'm surprised this run is still working so well. So I'll probably just leave it like that. No reason to fix it if it ain't broke, right? So there she is. And then nobody else in the vault was being used. So there we go. There's two new Fireknight stage 24 teams for you guys. One with Seer and one without Seer. So if you guys have good luck with this, if you guys want to build these team, best of luck to you. Hopefully you guys get some good gear, some good savage gear, some good regeneration gear for that solo content in those other areas. But guys, with that said, we got a 10-minute video, 2 teams in 10 minutes. Wow. That's pretty impressive. I thought it was going to be 20 minutes. So guys, with that said, thank you all very much for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one.